We all love a good horror story, but some of the most chilling tales aren't fiction, they're real. Tonight, we're opening the case files on 5 true psychological nightmares that left scars no movie could match. No ghosts, no monsters, just real people, real terror, and real scars that never healed. These stories linger, haunting those who lived them long after the events ended. They're a stark reminder that the world is far stranger and more terrifying than we want to believe. Once you hear them, you won't forget them. So turn down the lights and prepare for 5 stories that will make you question everything you thought you knew about safety. At 19, Lila finally had her own place. A tiny rundown studio with suspiciously cheap rent. The only oddity was a heavy ornate mirror bolted to the wall, which the landlord insisted was too much trouble to move. Soon, Lila noticed things out of place. Books moved, the thermostat changed, a creeping sense of being watched. At night, she'd wake up convinced someone was in the room, but always found herself alone. The unease grew. She heard faint, human-like noises from inside the walls. The landlord blamed rats, but Lila knew better. One night, she noticed a fresh scratch on the mirror's frame. Curiosity overcame fear. She pressed the frame and the mirror swung open, revealing a dark crawl space. The stench was overwhelming. Inside, she found a makeshift nest, dirty pillow, water bottles, cigarette butts. Someone had been living in her walls, watching her. The most chilling discovery was a black notebook. An obsessive log of her daily life with drawings of her sleeping. The entry started the day she moved in. Lila slammed the mirror shut, grabbed her keys, and ran. Police searched the crawl space, but the watcher was gone. They found fingerprints in the journal, but no suspect. Lila never returned. She moved back home, but the fear never left. She still dreams of the man in her walls, the one who watched her through the mirror. For Sarah, her 6th birthday party was supposed to be magical until the clown arrived. He wasn't the one her parents hired. He just walked in, silent, with smeared makeup and a grim painted smile. He didn't perform, didn't speak, just stood near the woods, watching the children. Parents grew uneasy. Sarah's dad tried to talk to him, but the clown only stared, unblinking. The party's mood soured. Kids cried. Parents called the agency only to learn their real clown was still stuck with a flat tire. If their clown wasn't here, who was this man? When they turned to confront him, he was gone, vanished into the woods. Police found nothing but a single dirty glove with a note inside. "You can't see me." Sarah was never the same. Nightmares, phobias, and the memory of that silent, watching clown haunted her for years. No one ever learned who he was, or what he wanted a ghost in grease paint, leaving a scar that never faded. Mark and Chloe relied on their baby monitor for peace of mind until one night it became their worst nightmare. At 2 a.m., Chloe heard a man's whisper through the monitor. "He's awake." Then a second, hissing voice. "I see him. Be quiet." Panic set in. Mark grabbed a flashlight and rushed to the nursery. The room was empty. Leo was safe, but there was no sign of anyone else. Police found a sliced window screen, evidence someone had been there and escaped just in time. The intruders hadn't stolen anything. Their goal was Leo. The next day, the family installed a security system and prepared to move, but before they left, Chloe found a tiny note under Leo's crib mattress. "We're still watching." They moved far away, but the voices and that chilling message haunt them to this day. At Northgate High's pep rally, the mascot, Willie the Wildcat, took the floor, but something was wrong. The student who usually wore the suit was homesick, yet Willie appeared moving with eerie, predatory grace. He didn't wave or dance, just stood, scanning the crowd. The principal tried to joke, then to remove the head, but it wouldn't budge. Suddenly, the mascot grabbed the principal's wrist with unnatural strength. Coaches rushed in, noticing a metallic, coppery smell from the suit. The mascot released the principal, then calmly walked away and vanished into the locker room. All they found was the costume, abandoned. Police discovered dried blood inside the headpiece and several adult human teeth. That night, the gym mysteriously caught fire, destroying the evidence. No one ever learned who wore the suit or where the teeth came from. The identity of the person inside Willie the Wildcat remains one of Northgate High's most chilling mysteries. Valerie loved order and control, so she installed a top-of-the-line security system. One afternoon, she got a motion alert. Her camera showed a woman in her driveway who looked exactly like her, down to the blue raincoat. The woman stared at the camera, then walked away. Valerie tried to dismiss it, but unease grew when she found a photo of herself sleeping, tucked into her bathroom mirror. The doppelganger began appearing in security footage, sometimes in her living room, sometimes vanishing mid-clip. The security company found nothing wrong. Police couldn't help. Valerie's friends thought she was imagining things. The final straw. She saw her own reflection in the window, but it smiled back with a predatory grin and waved. Valerie fled her home that night, never to return. She never saw the doppelganger again, but the memory of her own face, worn by something else, still haunts her. The people in these stories were never the same. Their lives were shattered by real terror, trauma that never truly healed. These stories are a reminder: safety is an illusion, and the most terrifying things often have no explanation. So if you're feeling safe right now, maybe check your windows, double-check the locks. The world is full of dark corners, and if you ever hear your own voice call your name from the dark, never answer. Like, comment, and stay sharp, especially at night.